Therapy is not just a place to talk. It helps you to change your life in a big way. Laurie Gottlieb's book, Maybe You Should Talk to Someone, talks about this. Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Laurie Gottlieb. In therapy, you learn what is really important to you. And this helps you to make good choices, even when things are hard or when you feel bad. In therapy, you learn how to stop doing things that are bad for you. You learn how to deal with anger, to make your relationships better, and you learn how to face sad feelings instead of running away from them. You can stop bad habits, like smoking or drinking too much. You can also learn how to feel better when you're sad. Therapy also helps you to understand yourself better. You find out why do you do those things that are not good for you. You learn what makes you do those things. And then you can change the way that you think about yourself. All of this helps you to grow and become a better person. Always improving. Therapy also helps you see things more clearly because there is someone else over there helping you to see what you might not notice. This will help you not just now, but also in the future. And you can talk about your feelings and things that happened in the past. All of this will help you grow, make good changes, and have better relationships with people. Choosing the right person to talk to in therapy is a very important thing. Think about what you want from this therapy. You have to keep an open mind whenever you're looking for the right person. And when you do find the right person, be ready to look at yourself in a hard but helpful way. This is not easy, but it will help you to understand how to live your life better. Now, if you're new here, let me give you a warning. The Arata Academy Summary Series is not just about retelling the book in a quick way. This series has the goal to transform your life and give you tips that you can use right now. Arata Academy is here to help you do things differently, better. So I looked at the book to find tips that will really help you. These tips can help you to solve problems or reach your goals. Now, the reason I'm saying all of this is because Maybe You Should Talk to Someone is a book full of stories and the struggles of different people, including the author herself. However, I'm not here to just be repeating the stories of the book. If you want the storytelling, you can read the full book and the link is here on the screen. Here at Arata Academy, I'll tell you what is the main practical takeaway of each story. Then I will put all these points in an order that will help you to use them. So I'm here offering selected ideas that you need to make your life better. Attention, this is just a summary of a book. Read the full disclaimer before proceeding. Make decisions guided by what matters most to you. Therapy helps you understand what is really important to you. These important things are your core values. This is the concept of value-based decision-making. You list down your core values like family, career, or health. This is exactly one of the first activities that we will do together in planning your life. Knowing your values will help you to make good choices, choices that are good for you. You don't get excessively influenced by what other people say or what is happening around you. This will help you to make decisions that are true to yourself. Life is not always easy to predict, but therapy teaches you how to act based on what makes your life meaningful. You learn to focus on these important things even when it is hard, especially when it is hard. And in this way, you don't wait for the perfect time to act. You make your own changes. Therapy also gives you ways to deal with hard times in your life. For example, it helps you to plan how to feel better when something painful happens. This could be the end of a relationship or the loss of someone you love. Planning helps you to move on and not get stuck on bad feelings. It is something easy you can do. You can just visualize a difficult situation and then plan how you're going to be coping with it. You can rehearse this plan in your mind. The things you tell yourself can help you or hurt you. Therapy helps you to look at these thoughts with kindness. And this helps you to change thoughts that are not helping you. You become brave enough to do what is important in any situation. You get the wisdom to make good choices even when you're not sure what will happen next. And to do this at home, you can just write down your negative thoughts. You can challenge their validity and then replace them with more positive affirmations. This helps you to become more aware of your thought patterns and how they influence your actions. I already shared some examples and details about this in the episode 321 of the Hello, Say Arata series. Being in charge of a life feels good. Therapy gives you the mindset and tools to take care of your own happiness and actions. You don't have to wait for someone else to make your life better. Once you know what is really important to you, then you see what you can do to make your life better. Break negative patterns holding you back. Therapy gives you real ways to stop doing things that hurt you. Sometimes you might feel like you can't change, but you can learn how to see what is wrong and then change it. For example, if you get angry and it hurts your relationships, you can use this stop method. This means stop, take a breath, observe, and proceed. First you pause. Then you take a breath, look at how you're feeling, and then finally you act in a thoughtful way. To process grief, do not try to avoid it. Face it. There are 4 steps to do this. Accept that you have lost someone. Feel the pain. Learn to live without that person. And keep their memory alive as you move on. You can see more details on how to stop suffering at the Hello, Say Arata series, episode number 43. If you have bad habits like smoking too much or drinking too much, you can use the SMART goals. These goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. You can also use the PDCA strategy, which means plan, do, check, act. To learn more about SMART goals and PDCA, you can see the episode 203 of the Hello, Say Arata series. When big changes happen in your life, therapy helps you to understand yourself better. You learn more about how you feel and why you act in a certain way, and all of that helps you to make better choices. The first step is to see what is wrong. You can't just think it is normal. Once you see what is wrong, therapy gives you ways to make it right. You don't have to feel stuck. You can always do something to make your life better. And this is what we'll do together when we create your life plan with the interactive activities that we have in Planning Your Life at arata.se/planning your life. You can change the bad stories that you tell yourself. The way you think about yourself can hold you back. In therapy, you learn how to see these bad thoughts and also how to change them. First, you learn to say things that are making you act in ways that are not very good for you. A therapist can help you to see these things. For example, you might always think that it's someone else's fault when something goes wrong. To understand these bad thoughts, you can use the ABCDE method from the Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy. Write down the activating event, belief, consequence, dispute the belief, and new effect. In other words, you have to write down the event that made you upset, what you believe about it, what made you do. And then you can argue against that belief. You can write down a new way to think about it. This will help you to see new ways, new thoughts that will help you to act in different ways. Next, you can discover what makes you act against your own best interests. Maybe you're too hard on yourself because you are afraid to fail. Or maybe you don't like new things because they make you feel unsure. You can learn more about this in the training Planning Your Life. And when you know all these things, then you can start to change the bad stories you tell yourself. You can ask yourself if what you're thinking is really true and helpful, and then you can change the story to one that is better for you. To change these stories, you can write down a bad story that you often tell yourself, and then you can write it again, as if you're just watching it happen, but not as part of it, like an observer. Then you can write it once more, but make yourself the hero of the story. And this shows you that you can change the way that you see it, that you can think about things. And last, let yourself feel bad feelings, like pain, anger, sadness. This helps you to get them out so they don't control you. You can use the empty chair exercise for this. You can pretend that the person or the thing that made you feel bad is sitting in an empty chair just in front of you. And then you tell them how you feel. This helps you to get those feelings out. Changing the way you think about yourself is hard, but it can make you feel free. You can find out how you can have more control than you thought. With kind self-examination, you can change from bad thoughts to thoughts that are in line with what you really care about. Get clear thoughts. Make changes, connect with people, and find meaning. One of the best things about therapy is that it helps you to think clearly and find what is important in life. A therapist can help you to see things about yourself that even you didn't know. Do you want to know yourself better? You can try the following idea. You can ask a friend that you trust to be listing words that describe you. Then you do the same. You also create a list of words that you believe describe yourself. And then you compare the lists. This will help you to see things that you didn't know about yourself. Knowing yourself is something that will really help you to see what is holding you back. Maybe you find out that you're too nice to people because that's how you grew up. Or maybe you blame yourself for things that are not really your fault. Therapy is a safe place to talk about bad feelings or things that happened in the past. You can talk about why you're angry or why you're sad. Talking about these things will really help you to feel better. And as you talk about these things, you will start to change in a good way. You feel better about yourself. You get along better with other people. You start to go after what you really want in life. One important thing is feeling like someone is listening to you and understands you. The way you talk with your therapist can help you talk better with other people also in your life. Do you want to make good changes? Get along better with people? Well, then you can try solution-focused brief therapy techniques. Think about what you want to happen, not what the problem is. Make small goals and be happy when you reach them. This helps you to get along better with people because now you start to think and act in a more positive way. Now, if you do the opposite of being solution-focused, you might get stuck on the problem and then not move forward. For example, let's say you're having a hard time at work because maybe you don't get along with a coworker. Instead of thinking about solutions, you're over there, you keep talking about how much you dislike that person. You complain to friends and family and even other co-workers. You focus on all the things that annoy you. Now, this doesn't help you, doesn't help the situation. It just makes you feel more upset. It doesn't improve your relationship with your co-worker. It also can make the people around you a little bit tired of hearing the same complaints over and over. So focusing only on the problem does not help you to make any real changes. Therapy helps you to find out what is really important to you. You start to enjoy the simple things in life. You live in a way that feels right for you. Even when you're not sure what will happen next, you know what is important. Pick a therapist you can talk to easily. Finding the right therapist is important for making good changes in your life. First, think about what you want from therapy. Make a list. This helps you to know what kind of therapy is best for you, because there are so many different choices out there. Do you want psychoanalytic, cognitive behavior, person-centered, or any other type of therapy? Now, stay calm. You don't need to know all these technical terms. The most important thing that you have to do right now is to start by making a list of what you want from therapy. For example, do you want to focus on your past events, or maybe on your current problems? This type of question will help you to choose between different approaches, like psychoanalysis or cognitive behavioral therapy. Knowing what you want will help you to find a therapist who uses methods that you are comfortable with. That is why you need a life plan, because then you will know exactly what is the next step that you need when you're doing planning your life. For example, in your life plan, you could have an action item such as making amends with your sister. Imagine this, you had a bad argument long time ago, and then you never touched the subject again. Now, you want to address that situation, to apologize, but you're also a little bit afraid of that bringing up this conversation again would just create even more conflict. Now, with this clear goal in mind, now you can search for a therapist who can help you. You can visit arata.se/planning your life to create this detailed plan. Now, think about what you want in a therapist. Do you want someone older? Someone your age? Do things like gender or background matter to you? Keep an open mind when you're looking for a therapist. You might not exactly click right away. You have to try a few sessions to see if you like their style. Maybe pick a therapist and then you do a test session. The test session is a paid session, don't get me wrong, but you don't yet make a commitment to do a big package of multiple sessions. You can ask them how they work and what success means to them. This will help you to see if they can really help you. Feeling safe when you're talking is key. You need to trust your therapist to be able to share your problems. If you don't feel safe, it is okay that you find a new therapist. To feel safe and comfortable, maybe you want to check if the therapist has some confidentiality agreement. Also, you have to see if they let you talk and if they really understand how you feel. A good therapist makes you feel heard and not judged. This helps you to open up more. A good relationship with your therapist will help you to feel valued and understood. You can share any feeling without being judged, and this helps you look at yourself in a way that is helpful to make changes. Take the time to find a therapist who makes you feel comfortable. The rest is up to you, but the right therapist can guide you in a gentle and a caring way, in a respectful way. Get ready for deep thinking about yourself. Before going to therapy, think about what do you want to talk about. Maybe you can write down a few of your issues, a few of your thoughts. This will help you to get ready to think deeply about yourself. It also makes you more open to changing your life. Knowing what you want is so important. That is why making a life plan and planning your life training is the right first step for you, even before you start your therapy. Because you need to be clear about what do you want. To make changes, you need to look at yourself very honestly. This is hard, but that's how you get better. In therapy, you talk about more than just small problems. You also look at what has caused these problems in your life. This helps you to understand why you feel in a certain way, why you act in a certain way. It is easy to talk about what is bothering you right now, but these are often signs of deeper issues. Try to find the real reason behind your feelings. This helps you to fix the main problem, not just the small ones. Change takes time. Don't expect fast results. You will face some hard times. Do the tasks that your therapist gives you. This shows that you are serious about change. It also helps you to see that change takes time and effort and work. Talking about hard things takes bravery, but being honest in therapy helps you to feel less shame. The more you can share, the more you will heal. Therapy might make you talk about things that you would rather not. This can be hard, but sharing these things is key. It helps you and your therapist to understand what you need. Thinking deeply about yourself is hard, but avoiding it keeps you away from getting better. Therapy gives you a safe place to learn more about yourself, and this will help you to become stronger and wiser. Therapy helps you to change the stories in your head that are keeping you away from doing what you want. You look at your own thoughts in a kind way. This helps you to make good changes in your life. You don't wait to be having everything perfect. You just take charge right now. You make your life better in a way that fits what is important to you. Even when you don't know what will happen next, you can still make good choices. Therapy gives you the tools to stop bad habits and understand yourself better. This helps you to feel clear about what you want, and if you keep an open mind, you can change your life story to a story that makes you happy. If you feel like you're stuck and you can't move forward, remember, you can always make new choices. You can learn how to do this with a clear life plan that you can prepare right now at Planning Your Life at arata.se/planning your life.